Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Sunday, November 20th, 2022. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin with the 4th annual AEW Full Gear live last night on pay-per-view from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, and the crowning of a new AEW World Champion. Maxwell Jacob Friedman defeated Jon Moxley to win the title in 23 minutes and 9 seconds, pinning him after hitting him with a set of brass knuckles handed to him by Moxley's own manager in the Blackpool Combat Club, William Regal.
You're going to win. He said, yeah, he's ready. Go get the ref. He's tapping out. What the hell? Regal just slipped the nuts to MJF. Regal just slipped the nuts to MJF. What the hell? The right hand. Refs have never seen the nuts. Max put him in his trunks.
The win marks MJF's first reign as world champion and ends Moxley's third reign at 59 days. Following the victory, MJF appeared at the post-show media scrum and launched into an in-character profanity-laced tirade directed at the media members present. We warn you that the following clip contains extremely strong language.
AEW is now destination television once again. The ship has been steered properly once again. This belt is now the most important belt in this entire sport. And it's thanks to 3 letters. And it damn sure ain't AEW. I know for a motherfucking fact it ain't MOX. It's MJF. God damn, you people are fucking dumb, man. No offense.
Full Gear saw the return of the Elite to active competition as Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks faced World Trios champions Penta El Zero Miedo, Rey Fenix, and Pac. However, the Elite were unsuccessful in their attempt to regain the title, losing to the Death Triangle in 18 minutes and 42 seconds when Fenix pinned Omega after hitting him in the head with the Timekeeper's hammer. This was the first appearance of the Elite on AEW TV since All Out last September. The night included 2 other title changes. Jamie Hayter defeated Toni Storm to become the new AEW Interim Women's Champion, pinning her in 15 minutes and 17 seconds after hitting her with the Ripcord Lariat right after ramming her head into a turnbuckle exposed by Britt Baker. Samoa Joe became the new TNT Champion, winning a 3-way match with Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs. However, Joe won the title not by beating the champion Wardlow, but rather by beating Hobbs, choking him out in 9 minutes and 53 seconds. 3 other championships were retained at Full Gear. The Acclaim successfully defended the AEW World Tag Team title against Swerve and Our Glory. Keith Lee abandoned his partner Swerve Strickland after objecting to his cheating tactics, causing Strickland to lose the match for the team. Chris Jericho successfully defended the Ring of Honor World title in a 4-way match with Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, and Sammy Guevara. And Jade Cargill successfully defended the TBS Championship against Nyla Rose, getting her stolen title belt back from Rose in the process. It was also a night of returns. Saraya, formerly known as Paige in WWE, had her first match in nearly 5 years, defeating Britt Baker by pinfall. And WWE Hall of Famer and 10-time world champion Jeff Jarrett made his AEW in-ring debut, teaming with Jay Lethal in a losing effort against Sting and Darby Allin. The match marked the first time Sting and Jarrett had shared a ring in 12 years. In other results, Jungle Boy Jack Perry defeated Luchasaurus in a steel cage grudge match to open the pay-per-view, while on the 0-hour pre-show, Eddie Kingston defeated Jun Akiyama and Ricky Starks beat Brian Cage in the semifinals of the World Title Eliminator Tournament. Starks will advance to face Ethan Page in the finals Wednesday night on Dynamite, with the winner getting a future title shot against MJF for the AEW World Title. In WWE news, Stone Cold Steve Austin shot down rumors that he is training for a return match, posting a video to Instagram to explain why he's been in heavy training as of late.
Yeah, people have been speculating, hey Steve, what are you doing? What are you training for? Are you training for an event? Hey, you can speculate what you want for. I just simply looked in the mirror and realized I looked like shit, so I called my diet coach up. I still drink beer on Friday nights, get 3 Broken Skull IPAs, and that's pretty much it. I'm probably, as far as body weight goes, sub 232, leanest I've been in forever. Anyway, that's the bottom line. I'm out.
Reports had been circulating in the Wrestling Observer newsletter and elsewhere that WWE had been in talks with Austin regarding a possible match at WrestleMania. It remains to be seen whether these talks have taken place, but we'll keep you posted as we learn more. With some streaming news, here's the Wrestling News' Lou Kipilman.
Heading into Survivor Series later this month, WWE has added some classic content related to War Games to Peacock and the WWE Network. The best of WWE War Games includes 6 War Games matches, ranging from 1987 to 2019, and covering the Crockett WCW and NXT eras of the match. Selections include the first War Games match from the 1987 Great American Bash Tour, pitting the Road Warriors, Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, and Paul Ellering against the Four Horsemen and J.J. Dillon, as well as other additions from the Great American Bash 89, WCW Wrestle War 91, and Fall Brawl 94. 2 NXT War Games are also featured, including the 2018 installment and the 2019 Women's War Games match, featuring Team Ripley versus Team Baszler. War Games returns at Survivor Series on Saturday, November 26th, marking the first time the match will be featured on a main roster WWE show. For the Wrestling News, I'm Lou Kipilman.
In news from outside the ring, independent deathmatch wrestler Brandon Graver, known in the ring as G-Raver, was arrested on Friday and hit with a wide variety of drug-related and reckless driving-related charges, including driving under the influence, according to Altoona, Pennsylvania-based CBS affiliate WTAJ. Graver and 59-year-old Barry Leach were found by police in Huntington County, Pennsylvania, in possession of more than 25 grams of possible methamphetamines, marijuana, heroin packets, mushrooms, and the sedative alprazolam, along with paraphernalia, according to the report, with Graver claiming to police that he had snorted 10 bags of heroin. The 2 men were found slouched inside their car, with Graver in the driver's seat. Graver's court date is reportedly scheduled for the morning of November 30th in Huntington County Court. As of yesterday, he was being held at the Huntington County Prison with bail set at $75,000. In news from Japan, New Japan Pro Wrestling and Wonder Ring Stardom held their first ever jointly promoted show this morning at Tokyo's Ariake Arena with an announced crowd of 7,102. The main event saw Kairi defeat Mayu Iwatani in 25 minutes and 28 seconds after an insane elbow drop to become the first ever IWGP World Women's Champion. Following the match, the former Kairi Sane in WWE was challenged by longtime Stardom wrestler Tam Nakano. In the semi-main event, Will Ospreay successfully defended the IWGP United States Championship, defeating Shota Umino. After the show, Ospreay was challenged by Kenny Omega for a match at the Tokyo Dome on January 4th.
I will save your promotion. I will, once again, change the world. I haven't forgotten what you've done, and I'm coming for you. Wrestle Kingdom, well, I'll be there. Until then, I must bid you adieu. Goodbye, and good night.
Keiji Muto wrestled his final match for the promotion where his career started. Muto, using his great Muta persona, teamed with Kazuchika Okada and Toru Yano in a winning effort over the Great Okan, Jeff Cobb, and Aaron Hanare when Okada pinned Hanare. Muta trained in the New Japan Dojo before debuting with the promotion in October of 1984. The show also marked the first time New Japan has promoted mixed tag team matches since Joni Laurer, better known by her WWE persona Chyna, feuded with Masahiro Chono for a short period in the summer of 2002. On the show, there were 2 4-person tags in which Zack Sabre Jr. and Julia beat Filthy Tom Lawler and the World of Stardom champion Syuri, and Hiroshi Tanahashi and Utami Hayashishida defeated Hiroki Goto and Maika. And in an 8-person tag, Taichi, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Tam Nakano, and Natsupoi defeated El Desperado Doki, Momo Watanabe, and Starlight Kid. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.